It is 7 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. Your alarm is ringing aggressively, piercing through your peaceful sleep. You reach out, smash the snooze button, and close your eyes for what feels like 2 minutes. Suddenly, you look at your watch. It is 7:45 and you are officially late. You sprint through your bedroom, grab your keys, and glance at the kitchen counter where a plate of breakfast is waiting. There is no time. You rush out the door on an empty stomach, smiling to yourself as you run. You think, I am saving calories anyway, so this is actually a win for my diet. But inside your skull, your brain has just initiated a full-scale chemical panic. Your body does not care about your morning schedule or your weight loss goals. It only cares about survival. And from an evolutionary standpoint, waking up and finding no food is a massive immediate threat to your existence. Right now, you're entering your 12th hour of fasting. Your liver, which acts as your body's primary backup battery, is starting to shiver. It has been slowly releasing stored glucose called glycogen into your bloodstream all night to keep your organs alive. But now the liver's battery percentage is flashing red. It is almost completely empty. Your brain consumes roughly 20% of all your body's energy. It is a greedy, hyperactive organ that demands a constant, steady drip of fuel to function. When it notices the glucose supply is drying up, it does not politely ask for more. It forces your body to adapt through a brutal evolutionary survival mechanism. Millions of years ago, if your ancestors woke up with zero food, it usually meant one of two things. Either they were experiencing a severe famine, or they were being hunted by a predator and had to run for their lives. To prepare you for this imaginary prehistoric threat, your brain sends an urgent electrical signal straight down to your kidneys. Sitting on top of your kidneys are your adrenal glands. The moment they receive the signal, they open the floodgates and pump a massive wave of cortisol and adrenaline directly into your bloodstream. Suddenly, your heart starts beating faster, your blood pressure rises, you feel a strange, jittery burst of nervous energy. This is not natural morning alertness. This is a stress-induced survival mode. To keep your brain alive, this high spike of cortisol begins a process called gluconeogenesis. Your body literally begins to break down its own tissue to create energy. It raids your muscles, converting precious amino acids into glucose just to feed your brain. According to pioneering metabolic research led by Dr. Courtney Peterson at the University of Alabama, this early morning cortisol spike drastically alters how your cells respond to energy later in the day. By forcing your body to run on stress hormones early in the morning, you are creating a chaotic internal environment. Your insulin sensitivity drops. Your systemic inflammation levels begin to creep upward. You might feel productive for an hour or two, but you are running on borrowed time and a severe physiological tax is about to be collected. By noon, the emergency adrenaline finally wears off. The cognitive fog rolls into your head like a thick cloud. You cannot focus on your work, your memory feels sluggish, and your brain is screaming for the fastest, most dense source of energy it can find. You walk into the office break room or a local cafe, and you see a tray of donuts or a greasy burger. Your willpower is completely gone because your biology has taken over the steering wheel. You do not just eat the food, you inhale it. As that heavy, highly processed lunch hits your stomach, a massive tidal wave of sugar floods your bloodstream. Because your insulin sensitivity was damaged by the morning cortisol spike, your pancreas has to work double time, pumping out a dangerous surge of insulin to clear the sugar. Your blood sugar spikes straight up into the red zone, and then inevitably it crashes violently. By 2 p.m., you are sitting at your desk, staring blankly at your monitor, feeling completely exhausted and fighting the urge to sleep. You have successfully trapped yourself in a vicious hormonal roller coaster. Harvard Medical School researcher Dr. David Ludwig has shown that this specific pattern of skipping food and overeating later traps your fat cells in a state of high storage lock. When insulin spikes that high after a period of starvation, It signals your body to immediately store every single calorie as fat, particularly around your midsection as dangerous visceral fat. Your metabolism becomes rigid and inflexible, unable to smoothly switch between burning fats and burning carbohydrates. However, what if you did not skip that meal? What if you chose a science-backed approach instead? Imagine a different Tuesday morning. You wake up on time and you sit down to a breakfast rich in high-quality proteins and healthy fats like eggs and seeds.